everybody. So for my part of the Shadow Box, I'll be explaining the two sides here that represent more of my lifestyle than his. Here I'll start with this because it's much easier to understand. This is the Boy Scout symbol, carved out of wood, just nailed on here. This represents dedication for me because I've been a Boy Scout for as long as I've been a student, which is 12 years now. Statistically, less than 1% of Scouts actually make it to the Eagle Scout rank, which I have. So that's just a really big step for dedication to me, and I know that I couldn't have done that if it weren't for Boy Scouting, so this is a huge part of my life up until this point. But because I am an Eagle Scout, it's no longer part of my life. However, I will keep all the traits and skills that I've learned from it. This here is a little bit harder to understand. In a physical sense, it represents a weight, so gym, working out, healthy, being healthy, but in a more metaphorical sense, it's just perseverance, sticking to something, you know, having the willpower that I have had. It's not a secret that when I came to Seek, I was a bit bigger than I am now. I wasn't very, you know, I wasn't the best looking guy. I wasn't very proud of how I looked. Eventually I just went to the gym. It really wasn't much at first, but then, you know, it started turning into something I really enjoyed. I was passionate about. I saw self-improvement and I could really build off that. So I stuck with it, I persevered, and I became the person I am today. So it's a huge part of how I've developed over the past few years at Seek. Inside of the box, about my future, I have a couple things here. This is one of the breadboards that or not the breadboards, but one of the circuits that we worked on in digital electronics. Digital electronics, in my opinion, was easily the funnest and just overall enjoyable class I've ever taken in my entire life. Like, it was the highlight of my day at sometimes. So that's a huge part of what I want to be when I grow up. Here, this is a schematic for an Arduino Uno board. Really basic stuff. You can Google this. It's nothing special. But I'm working with a mentor right now, and he's essentially teaching me how to rewire this main chip and recode it in its basic properties to change how it's done. Essentially, with Arduinos, they are pre-built with code already in it to kind of simplify how it's made and how you code it. And right now I'm learning how to change that so that you can code it however you wish. Here, again, the magic card, that's a huge part of my life. Huge part, probably more than David's. It's helped me through high school. It's like one of the only things I've ever actually felt passionate about. I guarantee you, I see myself in the future getting more into it. It's a hobby, it's a skill. It's math intensive. It's kind of nerdy, but I'm sure you get the point. Up here we have a small pool ball that we've glued to the back. The pool ball represents essentially our freedom at UNCC because of the freedom that we've had thus far in the year. We'd go and play pool, and because both me and David look forward to in the future going to UNCC, we plan on having those freedoms that we currently have and then some, and that's just a representation of that. Real quick, as far as the physical frame, it's just like specified 2 by 2, and then for depth it's 4 inches deep. The back, instead of being made of plywood, it's made of a tile finish that we spray painted white. This frame right here we caulked together and screwed on so that it's nice and sturdy, like there's no gaps, no way for air to get in and out. Everything else is nice and sturdy. We can hang it on the walls at Seek, and yeah, that's about it.